Hi, it's me again, Christian from ancoreSoft on how to create reports that has a page for each dimension value. And here's the story. We have in our consumer sales the region name that contains values from Central, Western, and so on. And we want to have a report, and the report should have a single page for each of these region names. Okay, let's head over to our management console, design report. We'll create a new report. Let's call that regions. Using the consumer sales again. Switch to our design. And when we want to have it as an Excel export, we should remove the header and the margins outside. If we want to have it inside the PDF, we can stick with that. Let's start with the PDF. And as content, we're going to use the pivot table that shows the region. Let's see what's inside this table. That will be a report containing only the pivot table without any filter or any page cycling. Yeah, just 8 pages. Okay. And now we're going to switch over to page cycle. That's the keyword. And we're going to create for each consumer sales region name a new page on our export. Let's start it. And instead of 7, we have now 8 pages. So there's a first page containing Central, and it's also Central and Central. Then it stops and it starts a new one with Northeast, Southern, and so on. Okay. Let's change something. We're going to use the Excel export, and as I already explained, it is not necessary to have a header, and we don't need the left and the top margins because we want to have the output directly on A1 in our Excel sheet, and we repeat. So the system is now creating for each export an Excel worksheet. The worksheet is called Central for the first one, Northern East for the second, Southern, and Western. Let's go back to the page cycle settings and look closer to this cycle values field here, which is optional. What we have seen is that for each region name content, like Central, Western, and so on, it creates a filter and then it creates the page. Next value, and so on. But we could also enter the values here manually and create our own cycle values list. So then in that case, the system would not walk through each dimension value, but it will take that values and filter for each of the value we have here, semicolon separated. It will create a new page. That is possible, but what is really cool is what I'm going to show you now is to have all these values here based on expressions from Click. That's what we're going to do now. So we start with creating a new expression, and to see what's going on, it's always good to have our text box here. Create a new measure and start with equal concat distinct. We're gonna use the field region name and the separator semicolon. Fine. Okay. But we don't want to have all of our regions, but only the top ranked by sales. So give me the top ranked, and top ranked is used by set analysis. That is a very cool method. Region name equals the rank sales number 1. So it will return only one entry, central. So we have our top region. And now I want to have additional to our top region our low performer. Just copy the first expression here and add it between 2 ampersand and the semicolon, and instead of the top rank sales values, I'm going to use minus sales, so that will give me back the lowest performer. So we have the top performer, which is central, semicolon, northeast, which is the lowest performer. And now we can go and copy and paste that here in our SACO values box. Click on save. Excellent. We should have 2 pages. Going to shift it a little bit. So we have the top performer, which is central, and the low performer, which is northeast. Okay. And that was how to create reports that has a page for each dimension value. Thank you and bye bye.